Obviously, a win is really good, and when you come back like that, it shows the kind of grit that you have to have. And um, I think what we talk about all the time is respecting this game enough to have the proper mindset. And I thought we started the game with a good mindset. We got up early, but then it disappeared, and we stopped guarding the ball really and playing team defense for the majority of the game after that. It got us down at halftime, and it got us down 14 in the second half. But our energy picked up. One, because we three-quarter pressed them as we've done before. For the first time, we switched, put a little zone, and it got them back on their heels just enough for us to kind of gain ourselves. And then offense became a little bit more flow for us, and we got the ball into the paint. Proud of the guys that, especially offensively, that we can get 20 assists in a game, and that was the second game in a row on 28 baskets. And so that means we're learning and we're sharing. And so we've got a lot to work on, obviously, as you saw. But when you win and you can show something by coming back like that, that tells me that we have something in the locker room that I think is pretty good, but we have to respect it enough to do it more often. My challenge for Devin is to play with that, with that energy. I thought he started the second half, and we talked about it at halftime, by just being an attacker. If he's trying to figure it out, he's too young to have to figure everything out. So play to your strengths, be an attacker, and then we'll take that from there. And I'll live with the good and the bad that comes from it. So I thought he gave us a good lift by giving us 3 early layups, and it softened up their defense just enough. And then guys like Billy and Eli and even RJ got baskets right around the rim. So it was good that he started it, and guys came off the bench and did well too. They hit 13, they were 13 for 30, so almost 50% from the line. And a lot of it, are driving kicks. And so, our goal is to prevent, the ball getting that deep into our defense where we have to overhelp and then are late with our kickouts. And so when you make threes like that, and basketball is a make-or-miss game, then it gains in confidence. And I thought they made their first 2 or 3 after missing a bunch early, and it really ramped up their confidence. And once that happened, then they were making them all over the place. And, hopefully we learned that as a lesson from that, and know that, we've got to be able to guard the ball better in order to prevent some of those threes. Again, my conversations with him about, again, I think where he's headed as an athlete, as a basketball player, is in a really good place. But foul trouble usually is a byproduct of being late to things. He got a charge, which means he didn't read the defense, and he was not quick enough to get on either side of him. And so, his bounce back ability continues to tell me what I already know, is that he's got a lot of good stuff as an athlete, as a skilled player, but he's got even more as a person. And so when we continue to respect that day in and day out, then he won't have as many lulls in his game, and he can continue to play well for us.